suburbs. Level 9 takes the form of an infinite suburban area at midnight. The suburban houses vary in design and size, and each are different, although sometimes you may spot two houses near each other that look the same. Entrances. To enter this level, you can fall through the floor at random points in level 8. This is the main method of entering for most wanderers. Other ways include crawling up the sewer grate in level 34. Go through one of the many doors inside level 92. However, you could end up in other levels. Use the revolving door in level 40. Open the yellow arcade cabinet in level 25. Enter one of the doors in level 54. Break a window in level 87. Or go through the backyard of level 104. The survival difficulty here is rated a class 5. Unsafe, unsecure, and entity infested. The level 9 houses appear to be furnished and fairly new, although there is no power source for the lighting systems to work. Some houses are empty, others contain many useful objects such as pockets. Pockets, or Object 51, refers to small artifacts of crystal and metal that grant access to dimensional pockets, acting as a portable storage for wanderers. Object 51 often takes the appearance of jewelry such as rings, earrings, bracelets, and necklaces. They usually contain a gemstone such as amber or opal, which is known as the pocket stone. While in possession of Object 51, wanderers will have the ability to store non-living stationary matter within the vicinity. Pocketed items seem to suddenly disappear, but will reappear at the mental command of the user. Most users need direct contact with the target matter in order to store it, but experienced pocket users are able to do so remotely. Individuals with a pocket have knowledge of all matter contained within it. Objects stored in pockets do not experience time, making them ideal for holding items susceptible to decay, such as food. Pockets are believed to possess an infinite or near-infinite storage capacity. Pockets are relatively safe to use, as long as you do not manipulate it in a way that could be dangerous, such as materializing a heavy object above yourself. Much of the danger associated with pockets occur during discovery. Owners without the protection of a group often find themselves targeted and their pockets stolen. It is advised to conceal your pocket at all times and only use it when alone or in the company of allies. While not difficult to find, Object 51 has produced a mountain of corpses in exchange for every pocket successfully taken. Pockets are found in houses throughout level 9 suburban area, within safes, jewelry boxes, vaults, and display cases. These particular houses have illuminated windows in a range of different colors, such as blue or green. Pockets found outside level 9 are almost unheard of. However, there are rumors that jewelry worn by wanderers will turn into pockets upon entering the backrooms. Recovering a pocket is very risky. It's recommended to do so in groups of 3 for the best chance of success. The escape route must be planned before attempting to take a pocket. Ideal escapes are through the grass fields leading to level 10, or via playgrounds leading to level 283. Distance to the exit point should never be further than 1 mile from the point of acquisition, and all team members must be capable of independently navigating to the exit within 8 minutes. If you're wondering how fast you have to run, the average runner can run 1 mile in about 9 or 10 minutes. So the closer you are to the exit, the higher your chance of escaping. Each group should have a designated roles of thief, lookout, and support. The thief is responsible for entering the house as discreetly as possible and taking the object. Brute force, such as breaking down doors or shattering windows, is not advised. The lookout is responsible for monitoring entity activity. The support must be capable of taking either of these roles. Upon acquiring a pocket, entities named the Neighborhood Watch will be alerted and will assemble to the area to eliminate intruders. All team members must run to the exit as quickly as possible. Do not attempt to hide. Should the thief become incapacitated, the support must take the pocket and continue running. Should the support become incapacitated, the lookout must take the pocket and continue running. A recovery is successful only when level 9 is exited, at which point the pursuit will cease. Those in possession of a pocket should not enter level 9 under any circumstance. Back to level 9. The furniture of level 9 houses is what a person would expect from a normal house. Sofas, televisions, beds, refrigerators. Items that require power do not work. Some of these houses have furnished yards at the back of the house. When traveling far enough, sometimes you can find 2 houses strangely clipped inside of each other. The asphalt road is cold and wet, with puddles in some spots. The stone sidewalks seem normal. Any walkway that leads to the grass fields will lead to level 9.1. Wandering off the walkway into the fields will usually lead to level 10. The street lamps are mostly powered off, although some flicker and others are on. It's unknown where the power originates. Be aware of the foggy mist that can appear, as fog is the spawning trigger for entities known as the Mangled. Entities that can appear in level 9 are death moths, smilers, skin stealers, Jerry, hounds, transporters, death rats, warning kites and riches. Sightings of the Frayed and the Arachnids have been reported. It seems that they wandered into level 9 from level 8. Entities known to be exclusive to level 9 include the Neighborhood Watch and the Mangled. Jerry. Jerry, or Entity 7, is a small bird with resemblance to the hyacinth macaw parrot. Its habitat is mainly level 1 or 2, everything, and Jerry is what I live for. After a few hours, they disappear to Jerry's room, where they remain until they choose to exit and spread the word of Jerry. Jerry's followers act like mindless zombies until they reach Jerry's room, at which point they regain control of themselves and will now worship Jerry as if his godlike status is ingrained into their mind. Jerry's diet consists mainly of sunflower seeds and almond water. By slowly approaching with either of these, Jerry can be tamed. Taming Jerry will allow you to hold him and not be affected by his indoctrination. After a few days of being tamed, Jerry will fly away and will not brainwash the tamer if contact is ever made again. Jerry is thought to have no clipping abilities and possibly other unknown powers. Unless you are attempting to tame Jerry, he will chase you when he sees you. According to one Reddit user, those who manage to outrun Jerry and avoid his indoctrination will be suddenly no-clipped into the ground. Whether or not Jerry has the ability to cause others to no-clip is unknown. Jerry will typically be found wandering level 1 and 2, or sitting on a wooden perch in Jerry's room. There, his followers will kneel and chant to him. Make sure to avoid Jerry if you cannot tame him. Do not speak negatively of Jerry in front of his followers, because they may attempt to kill you. Warning kites. Warning kites, or Entity 22, refers to a group of children's kites. Each kite varies in size and design. Without a cause, Entity 22 cannot be spotted. When danger is near a wanderer, Entity 22 will appear and warn them. These entities can be found in any outdoor level. The number of kites you see will be proportional to how much danger there is. When danger is within more than an acre of the wanderer, Entity 22 will manifest in hordes. When directly overhead of a wanderer, childish laughter and cheering can be heard. The louder the noise, the closer the danger is. They will be seen flying in the opposite direction of the danger, so if you see the warning kites, make sure to run in the same direction they are flying to avoid danger. Entity 22 is completely neutral towards humans and will not try to harm any individual. They will also not make any attempt to stop the danger, other than giving their warning. When out of range, Entity 22 will explode, releasing confetti from its interior and producing a sound similar to children cheering. The Neighborhood Watch. The Neighborhood Watch is a species of entity that take the form of oversized human eyes. Their objective is to catch wanderers of level 9. They are very common and will attack on sight. If you are able to stay out of their sight, you should be okay. There are 3 types of entities in the Neighborhood Watch: Watchers, Striders, and Swimmers. Watchers are flying eyeballs with multiple optic nerves coming out like tendrils. It has no eyelids and look bloodshot. These creatures have a light beam coming from its pupil. If any wanderer gets caught in its light, it will turn them to dust. Striders. These entities are eyes that have 6 8 foot long legs made out of parts of its nerves and veins. These creatures can manipulate the mass around them. Swimmers are human-like eyes that can be found in swimming pools, sinks, bathtubs, or any body of water in level 9. Their eyes can move freely. The eye and base of the entity are very malleable, allowing them to travel through pipes and drains. If they find you, they will grab you with their tentacles, drown you, and absorb your body. The Mangled, or Entity 63, is a very tall, large, and fast entity that roams the streets of level 9. They have long, spider-like limbs with a human-like head and face. These entities are extremely dangerous, but also rare to come across. They will usually be alone, among the trees or crawling over houses. The Mangled only appear when a wanderer has been inside level 9 for a few days. During these days, the wanderer will see large sections of fog appearing randomly. This fog is not harmful, but can affect your hearing for a short time due to a loud, distorted wind coming from inside. The fog produces temperatures of below freezing. After the wanderer has encountered these fog clouds enough, the Mangled will start to appear. When these entities spot you, they will emit the same distorted wind noise from their mouths, which can be heard from miles away. This wind effect can erase your memories randomly, or even drive you insane, although the effect is temporary. Using almond water can help these side effects. These entities hunt alone, and according to witnesses, they will even attack each other. They can no-clip through buildings on command, and can attack you while inside. Their eyesight seems to be very minimal, so it's best to keep your distance. If you have been spotted, you should run away as fast as you can. Attempting to attack will likely end in your failure. Discovery of Level 9. Level 9 was found by one of the members of the missing explorers group after he and the rest of the group fell through the floor of Level 8. He claimed to have been dreaming and that this level did not exist. Here is what he wrote. I fell through the floor. I sunk and landed in an unfamiliar place. There were no spiders, but I still felt like I was being watched. Around me there was a street, houses, and dead trees everywhere. My head still feels fuzzy, like TV static in my brain. I lost consciousness, but apparently had an outburst. I was talking about death, pain, weakness, all kinds of awful things. Level 9 is level 6 on crack. I can tell there are going to be things here, but the effects on your mind are bad, almost as bad as level 6. It is not known how the explorers group disappeared. Bases and communities. There are few groups that stay in level 9 very long. Groups can be set up here, but it's a very dangerous task, and none have been recorded at this point. Exits. To exit, follow the arrow street signs, which will lead to level 11 after 100 to 200 miles. Walkways that lead to grass fields will lead to level 9.1 or level 10. Level 60 can be accessed by no-clipping through the street floor. Entering a house will have a chance of transporting you to level 53. Following electric power lines has a chance to bring you to level 100. This level seems to be an infinite wheat field at around noontime. The sky is very cloudy and rain may occur occasionally. There is a large unpaved dirt path heading north and south. Puddles of almond water can be found all around the wheat fields, which has a sweet taste. When walking down the path, you will see objects and buildings in the distance. Many buildings are barns and stables. The contents of the barns vary. Hay and animal fur can be seen, and animal noises are heard throughout. Other objects include tractors and various farming utilities. There are small houses that seem to be built around the 1980s and are quite empty. Do not enter these houses. If you do, sobbing noises will be heard, and those inside will disappear. However, some have claimed that there is a chance that by entering a house, it can bring you to another level, although this is unconfirmed. In one large area of level 10, there is a town. This town seems to have been built in the 1980s, around the same time as the houses. The town includes shops, apartments, and more houses, which are full of various items. Here it is safe to explore and live in. The survival difficulty is a class 1, safe, secure, and minimal entity count. Entrances. To enter, walking off a path into the field when in level 9 will likely lead to level 10. Other known ways are climbing a chain-link fence in level 205, following the procedures in level 12 and entering the door, jumping out of the moving train in level 61 while outside, although this is not advised, entering one of the holes in the maze of level 51, running deep into the forest of level 170, and exiting the hallowed grounds in level 143. Entities. Entities may spawn in some buildings, but it's very rare. These entities include smilers, skin stealers, death rats, hounds, camo crawlers, and hostile facelings. There have also been reports of wranglers beneath the surface. There are 2 known entities exclusive to level 10. The first can be found in medieval stone towers scattered around the level. These towers are lit up with torches and are safe to explore when not occupied. The towers include some furniture from the early modern era. On occasion, loud trumpet sounds will play throughout level 10 for a few minutes. After this, entities known as the Archers will appear in groups. They scout the level and will claim these towers as their territory, although they usually ignore the town. Keep away from them to avoid being shot with arrows. When you hear the trumpets a second time, it indicates the archers are gone. The second special entity is known as the Glove. These entities are large, obese creatures that walk among the fields. The Glove's purpose is to grow and harvest the crops. From their body leaks drops of sweet almond water. This explains the puddles found in the fields. These entities are very friendly and like to play around in the fields. Their movements are slow. They move as if they were a balloon. Gloves tend to eat the wheat in the fields that they grow. Bases and communities. Since the discovery of level 10, many groups have formed here. These are a few of the most prominent. The BNTG Level 10 Resource Station. This outpost was formed to harvest houses. Around 23 people work and live here. They also gather other useful resources, such as almond water, and transfer the items to other levels. New Sudbury. Around 1,500 wanderers live here within the town, and that number is likely to increase. This community is prone to outbreaks of disease due to poor sanitation, so you should avoid the town if you're not already immune to the disease and don't want to risk it. The disease, or Entity 19, is a deadly virus that lurks in the backrooms, susceptible in any moist or damp areas, such as rotting wallpaper, moss, and stagnant water. The two main symptoms are red painful bumps covering the skin and severe eye irritation. There are 3 main stages to the virus following initial infection. If the disease goes untreated, the infected will die after 4 days. Stage 1, 5 to 24 hours after the initial infection. Hives will begin to form on some parts of the body. Eye irritation begins, gradually worsening, as well as stomach pain. The infected becomes irritable and anxious. Stage 2, 24 to 72 hours after initial infection. Hives will spread to all parts of the body. They may break open. Ulcers begin to form on the stomach lining. Blood begins clotting in the eye, resulting in visual impairment. Severe dehydration and auditory hallucinations begin. Stage 3, 80 hours after initial infection. Bumps formed on the skin will break open, causing severe bleeding and a foul odor. Anterior chamber of the eye will break open, resulting in eyes bleeding. The infected will lose ability to generate sweat, saliva, and cerebrospinal fluid. Hallucinations are severe, and stomach tissue is almost all dissolved. Death typically occurs after hour 90. If you begin to experience symptoms of Entity 19, remain far away from others. Rest in a cool, dry area. Breathe slowly and consume small amounts of food and almond water. Most importantly, do not scratch any bumps on your body. Nearly all infected who follow these steps do not die, and most will develop immunity. Back to bases and communities. Insurrection Station 4. The population of this base is about 40 members. It serves as one of the group's main sources of food through the farming and baking resources. They are open to trading food for weapons or medicine. Entry is denied to any members of the BNDG. Malttown. This is a friendly community made up of several wanderers who seek shelter in level 10. They are protected by the BNDG group nearby. Housekeepers. This group is mysterious and resides within various houses of level 10. They have apparently discovered vital information within the houses, but are not willing to share it. The number of members is unknown. Discovery. During an expedition in 2015, a group in level 5 had discovered a camera next to a puddle of mysterious dry substance. The camera had many photos of level 10. Next to the camera was a collection of notes from a wanderer. They said, "I've been walking for maybe 6 days, and there's nothing but this dirt road and the fields surrounding it. I tried going off-route and somehow ended back on the path. my shoulder and I'm bleeding. I think I saw a tower in the distance. Everything is calm. It's silent. She saved me. An angel appeared in the sky, trumpet in hand. If you find yourself in level 10, stay in one spot. She will find you faster that way. The angel they were referring to is unconfirmed, and the fate of the Wanderer is unknown. Exits. To exit the level, find a rare bunker in the fields, which may lead to level 1, level 2, level 3, or level 14. It is claimed that some of the houses lead to level 0, level 5, level 7, or level 9, but it's unknown exactly how this happens. Finding and following a ditch for several hours will lead to level -7. Finding a swamp area can lead to level 66. While wandering through the fields aimlessly, it's possible to find a blue patch of wheat with a clown scarecrow in the middle. Plucking one of these strands of wheat will teleport you to level 283. Approximately 20 miles from Malt Town is the boundary of the Corpse Lake Exclusion Zone, which will be the entrance to level 10.1. Rarely, you may find castle ruins. Entering these leads to level 143. Level 11, the Endless City. Level 11 is an infinite city populated with buildings, stores, and skyscrapers. The interiors of these buildings are randomized in structure and furniture. Some buildings are empty while others are fully furnished. Certain buildings are accessible while others are not. The interiors of the building are strange and anomalous. You can find stairways leading to nowhere, doors located on the sides of buildings. Some buildings have been reported to be strangely placed on top of one another, floating, or even clipping inside each other. Gravity does not seem to affect these buildings. The shops, while mainly dilapidated, occasionally contain useful items. This level has no daylight cycle and is stuck in daytime. The concrete sidewalks are mostly normal, but they can sometimes rarely lead to a dead end or clip through buildings. Some walkways lead up towards the sky like a ramp. The asphalt road of level 11 is warm and dry, the opposite of level 9. Almond water is a common item of level 11, sourced from water fountains, commercial freezers, and soda vending machines. There's a strange event that can occur where a random car will roll across the street until it eventually stops. These vehicles are inactive and do not work. The cars are usually empty, although there have been reports of baselings, either by themselves or up to groups of 4, inside the vehicles after the event has taken place. Level 11 has large nuclear power plants every 800 kilometers or so. They are inactive, yet still emit dangerous levels of radiation. It is advised to stay away from these structures. Entrances. The most common way to enter is through level 9, where you must follow the signs for around 100 to 200 miles. The environment starts to slowly change, and you must be purposely following the signs to enter level 11. There are many other ways, such as traveling in the metro, walking towards the city in the distance of level 11.1, looking up in the one while stationary, finding a long road in level 66, finding a tunnel in level 69, entering an airlock in level 78, opening particular doors from level 87, entering a trash can in level 122. Doors that have a chance of leading to level 11 include those in level 88, level 34, level 40, level 95, level 113, level 119, and level 92. The survival difficulty is a class 1. Like level 10, it seems safe, secure, and has minimal entities. Facelings and hounds are the only frequently spawning entities here. A strange phenomenon named the 11 effect makes the entities' regular behavior change to make them act as if they were normal pedestrians and dogs. This effect causes the entity to interact with wanderers in an effort of communication. Other entities include death moths, crawlers, and smilers, although these are almost impossible to find. 2 entities exclusive to level 11 are Argos and the human entity Ralph. Argos, or Entity 74, usually stays in the headquarters building, but once a hunt begins, he will chase his prey to any level or room. Argos has not been observed so far by any alive wanderer. The only known subjects with direct contact have disappeared. The information has been collected from various files that make reference to him. For this reason, this entity may be overestimated or underestimated. Argos has the appearance of a tall humanoid who wears tactical clothing under a ragged black cloak and wields a strange-looking spear. The origin of this entity, like many others, is unknown, although it's estimated he dates back to at least 5 centuries. However, even then he already possessed a large amount of knowledge about the backrooms. Testimonies and evidence about his existence were always scarce, which is why it was thought that Argos was a legend created by the Eyes of Argos, a group on level 11. Argos can move freely throughout the backrooms. They can be found at almost all levels. Argos is the self-proclaimed judge of the backrooms. Due to this, he has taken the quest together with his subordinates to hunt down all sinners. He is brutal, and so far all of his known prey have been punished. He is known to act according to a code called the Law, which is believed to have been written by himself. When someone performs a truly terrible act, Argos goes hunting to kill or punish the target. This also means that Argos cannot kill someone who is innocent, according to the law. Regarding his physical capabilities, he has increased stamina, speed, and strength, as well as strategic knowledge and intelligence. Some reports talk about how his wounds healed faster than they should. There is also reports of a true vision that allows him to see through deceptions and hallucinations. One MEG member described it as if thousands of eyes were watching him. It is unknown if this ability has something to do with how Argos is able to detect sinners, although that is the current theory. Once you have been targeted by Argos, there is not much you can do but run. If you are innocent, then you have no need to worry. Radio Backrooms Studio. Ralph is found in the radio backroom studio, which has a survival difficulty of 0. You can enter this room through different levels. The easiest way is by finding a radio station in level 11, but you can also enter by finding a door that says Radio Backrooms in level 4 and level 21. Radio Backrooms is the official radio channel in the Backrooms. It is directed by Ralph, the unique entity of this room. The room looks like an average, fully equipped radio studio. It's one of the safest rooms. Any hostile creature, entity or human that tries to enter will be immediately killed by Ralph's shotgun. This room is also connected to a guest room where people are supposed to wait until it's their turn on the radio show. This room includes 3 armchairs, a coffee table, an infinite coffee machine, and a vending machine. Ralph has been seen refilling the machine. It's not known where he gets his supplies. Ralph is the only known entity that lives there. He has the appearance of a normal middle-aged man. It seems that he does not need to sleep or eat. He rarely talks about his past. Some people have said his gaze produces an indescribable calm. He likes talking with people, and if you are there at the right time, you can be added as a special guest in his show, Talking with Ralph. He also likes coffee, but rarely drinks because he doesn't have any milk. One wanderer reported that Ralph offered to give him some juicy secrets about the backrooms in exchange for some milk. Due to this, it is believed that Ralph can be an important information trader. About the radio channel, Ralph says this channel broadcasts 29 hours a day, 456 days a year. It's unknown if this phrase is literal or a joke. The channel has several programs, including Level of the Day, Talking with Ralph, and Survival 101. In between the programs, Ralph usually puts on music. This is the best time to talk to him. You can tune into radio backrooms in every level, although some levels may have interferences. There are reports of radio backrooms suddenly playing on random devices, even if they have no battery or are not connected to power. This has killed at least one person by a heart attack. To exit, just use the same door that you used to enter. This will always lead to level 11, regardless of how you entered. Level 11, bases and communities. There are many groups there. These are some of the more notable ones. The MEG, Major Explorer Group, Base Beta. This is the 4th base of the MEG. It is fairly new and still being organized. The MEG team, Secure Security, is assigned to stay in level 11 while construction is ongoing. The Eyes of Argos. The Eyes of Argos reside in the building known as the headquarters. Their group mission is focused on serving justice and creating law within the backrooms. It's a safe place to stay unless you have sinned, in which case do not approach. Camp Amber Level 11 Outpost. This group usually welcomes newcomers and teaches them about the backrooms. This is an outpost and doesn't have a fixed point. They often move around to help others. Insurrection Station 7. This base is presumed to have a population of over 800. The area surrounding the station is heavily patrolled, by armed guards. They are self-sufficient, but open to trade. Entry is denied to all members of the MEG. 𝐭𝐢𝐦𝐻 Hotel. This group has a running hotel service in one of the hotel buildings. This is their second base, with their original one in level 5. They are open to new wanderers to stay and have an active food and room service to help keep you safe. Jerry's Salvation. This outpost is composed of about 40 members from the followers of Jerry. It was created as a scavenger team for finding and stealing items to take back to the rest of Jerry's followers. They can be friendly unless you insult Jerry, in which case you will be violently attacked. Malt Mart. Malt Mart is a group of 28 people that run stores around the level, working 24 hours a day to serve wanderers. They usually gather items from other unused buildings or are resupplied by the BNTG. The total number of people on this level is not known, but it's thought to be around 12,000. Most wanderers will stick around the center of level 11, and you will not see many elsewhere. Exits. As with entrances, there are many ways to exit level 11. These are a few ways. Some buildings have reportedly led to level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 196. Certain windows can lead to level 12. Entering a specific apartment building goes to level 13. Finding a conservatory building to enter, level 30. Finding a plushie of an entity and then finding a carnival will bring you to level 32. Finding a mall will bring you to level 33. Entering a sewer grate can lead you to level 34. There is an airport between level 11 and level 9. Enter it to be transported to level 36. Finding a large park and laying on the grass for a few hours will bring you to level 37. A small building with the sign sewage will bring you to level 41. Entering a taxi car will have a chance to bring you to level 43. Finding a small blue building and entering the igloo inside will lead to level 47. Find a brown bricked building which says M. David High School will bring you to level 52. Going down into a subway tunnel can sometimes lead to level 59. If you enter any laundromat building, you'll be transported to level 60. A mansion can take you to level 82. A strange metal door will lead to level 98. A cathedral will bring you to level 105. Enter a hotel building labeled De Fraton City Hotel to enter level 171. No clip through a billboard about a new food store to enter level 176. Entering a Magia house in the distance will lead to level 178. Climb a chain link fence near some open land to go to level 205. Walking 5 miles east of the MEG base takes you to level 275. Finding a small abandoned area with sand everywhere and a small wooden building will lead you to level 655. Entering a A certain clothing store will take you to level